So 150 or so, roughly 150 parent companies. That's thousands of subsidiaries underneath them. They are some of the largest companies in the world. These parent companies that I'm talking about. All of them together takes up a huge portion of the budget. It does. Of that $219 billion, that's still a rough figure. It could be more, could be less. Just for the sake of this presentation, that's the number I'm saying. So those companies get a large portion of that budget. Then it's about the staff. I started thinking, how are we going to pay the staff? How would In Your Head Productions get the money to them? And this led me to the solution of how it might get the money to those other companies as well. So, in thinking about how to get the money to the staff that are going to be working at In Your Head Productions, also led me to the solution of how you might be able to design a system that can get money to those companies I mentioned, or that bulk list of parent companies. How is that? Well, not only have a central bank, but have a bank for the people as well. So, what do you mean? Like a normal bank, like a public bank that functions the way everybody uses banks in society. EFTs, transfers, credit cards, debit cards, a normal bank. What if we make that for the people? And that bank is also linked to the central bank. And I hope you're following. You might want to rewatch this. So, a regular bank for the people, and then the central bank, which distributes pretty much all the money that the company is making. Like I'm talking about actual making money now. Take a deep breath because this is confusing. But why I did that is to give all the staff members, I had to give, when looking at the spreadsheet while I was designing it and all the cells, and I was listing out all the staff and things that might be required. It's still a rough sketch. But while looking at the cells, I was like, okay, well, what if each staff member has a bank account and they belong to the regular bank, and then the central bank also has that main account where it's generating the money, and it just issues transfers. That one account just issues lots of transfers every month. So each individual staff member, while I was looking in the cell, I was like, okay, well, now I need to give them all an account number. For all the buildings, all the offices, all the factories, the farms, whatever. Just everything I've been talking about up until this point. I started giving them all an account. And it's like, did you start at 0000001? Like, is that the account number? No. It's coded in a much more efficient way and a much more easier way to understand and identify to those who have experience. They can identify whose account is whose and what's actually going on and how the accounts are labeled. I pretty much designed it myself. I thought about it myself. If somebody has something better, I don't know. At the moment, it feels like I'm the only one in the world talking about this. So yeah, and I ended up working in Excel for years on this, on that idea, how it all came from a jar, and I've explained up until this point, and the central bank, people bank, all the parent companies, staff members, all the building maintenance as well. There's accounts for building maintenance for all the buildings that I'm thinking about. There's like maintenance accounts that the company's generating. So, yeah, and this budget ended up being pretty large. Like, it's around 50,000 staff members just from In Your Head Productions alone. So it's very big. This spreadsheet is humongous. It's not a single spreadsheet. It's like 15 different spreadsheets, and it is humongous. It is huge. So yeah, this spreadsheet or this Excel document is huge. It has a lot of spreadsheets and a lot of money, or money. Still, it's pretty much worthless, but the plan of it, or the skeleton of it, is humongous. It's big. If I had to open it all, if you wanted to look at it all, it would take up like a stadium screen. Like you would need a stadium-sized screen to go through all the things. Like that's how much scrolling you have to do, and how many columns and how many rows there are. It's humongous. It's actually pretty funny. Like while I'm scrolling, like I'm actually scrolling, and I'm like, geez, like how long does it? It's like it's like actually like the side of a building, and climbing up to see, and then climbing down to see. Like it is massive. And that's the beautiful thing about the Excel document itself, is that while it is so big, and it's like fill a library of books. Like I know where everything is, and it's very easy for me to understand because I made it. And no matter where I am, or I just take a look at a few cells and rows and what column I'm in, or I just look at the bank and I know where I am in the grand scheme of the overview. Like I know what I'm looking at, and I can explain it and tell you what that's for and why that's there. And so yeah, that is how now it should be distributed. It's just a skeleton. That's the thing. The Excel document is just a skeleton. This is all meant to be in a digital programmed format. So yes, that is what I used to decide how to distribute that $219 billion a year. I say dollars, I'm actually talking about its own currency. So we can name it whatever we want. We can decide as people all over the world if you want. Like I'm open to suggestions. I'm not all anal about that. Like I'm just using dollars as an example to show how this can be distributed. It's like, but this is not. And I'm like, no, hang on, I'm not finished yet. I'm just telling you now where I'm getting you. I'm trying to get you up to speed. And like I say, if you don't understand what I'm talking about, you have to go watch the whole presentation. There's been a long line of videos that have led up to this point. And I've been creating a picture here. And it's like, but aren't you worried people are going to steal the Excel document? And I'm like, I've got lots of backups of it, like in lots of different places, lots of different places. I've got lots of backups of it. And also, even if you do steal it and you have it, like, you open it, it's so big, and it's so, you're going to need years and years of experience to know what the actual hell is going on. Because there's so many numbers, and there's so many names, there's so many accounts, there's so, like, you don't know where it's all coming from and where it's going, and how you'll have to be very experienced to know what it's saying. So it's not just about hacking or whatever. You require an understanding in a different sort of field to hacking to know what that spreadsheet is saying. So yeah, I'm not really, and at the moment it's worthless because it's still in a pitch phase. But why the Excel document is important is if you know the correct people, because they are going to take that and then translate it into the actual central bank, and how this is meant to work, how these transactions are meant to take place. How is this generating money? Why is it generating this amount? And why is it generating that amount? Why is it this? Or that spreadsheet is important as a reference. But by itself, if you're looking at it, you're going to be like, this is gibberish. It's like, I don't know what this makes no sense. So it makes sense in context of In Your Head Productions of the presentation I'm giving right now. Then it starts to make a little bit of sense. So yeah, I'm not really worried about that.